back to Musings by Nikki. I have to clear my throat already. Look at that. And I did it right before I turned the camera on. Take two. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Musings by Nikki. I'm here today with two new digital kits, full kits. One is a little slightly fuller than the other because I was just having too much fun with it. I have a new Woodland kit and a long asked for requested sewing kit. So let's take a flip through look at these two. We'll just start with the Woodland one because it's what I have on top. This one is called Woodland Tails, and it is just kind of a whimsical take on Woodland, you know. Not straight woodland, not straight whimsy, no fairies, but animals and mushrooms, lots of mushrooms, because I happen to love mushrooms and owls, and look at, that's a favorite page right there. Anyway, it's called Woodland Tails. So there is page 1. Page 2 is just some lovely trees with a couple birds in. That one looks really cool, folded in half. That's page 2. Here's page 3. I love this. I kind of just layered and collaged in and stuff. This one, I made the bear head really big. It just is kind of an homage to where I live now. We're called Bear Capital. We're like major bear hunting territory up here. We've got bears in the woods right out back of our house. We've got woodpecker, some more mushrooms, a cute little fox, some butterflies, a bunny. Then this one is kind of a medley of a bunch of nature, like naturalist books. And I kind of just put a little grungy overlay there. Here is some pine cone and just a little, you know, meadowy stuff with some leaves kind of layered in the back, and it's all over this really cool birch bark background, which you can't really see. Well, yeah, down here you can kind of see on camera. Here's a moose and a deer, some feathers, some nests, mushrooms with a little frog on. Cute, cute. Another bird. And then I did a couple of collage pages. So this one is just some kind of bark and woods in the background with some pine cones and leaves. Kind of like a foresty floor looking scattered thing. And this is probably my favorite page of the whole kit. This is a ton of different mushrooms in frames, rustic frames. And I forgot to turn my phone off. Sorry, that's my husband texting me about his gig at the end of the week. So here's a bunch of mushrooms. I love this page. I actually was considering just printing out a whole bunch of these and making a journal just out of this page because I love it so much. And then there are a couple of pages that have a little bit more space in the middle for writing. So here's one with some owls and some leaves around the edges. Here's one with some leaves over some kind of burlap, some mushrooms, and a little butterfly and dragonfly. That's the word I was looking for. Then here is that kind of wood, chopped up wood background with some ferns on the bottom, and this is definitely washed out light enough that you could write over the top of that as well. And then we've got 5 pages of ephemera. So there is a fussy cut elements page here where you can cut this stuff out. I've really started, like in kits that I've bought recently and used, I really enjoy this fussy cut page. It gives me so much fodder for like collaging and, you know, featuring one of these little bits on top of some fabric and cheesecloth and scraps of paper to make little clusters and extend the kit. So I have started doing this, and you'll see it in the other kit too. I really appreciate when designers do that. So as a designer, I'm gonna do that. And I thought the same thing. I broke down some of the frames and mushrooms, and so you can cut them out here and use those that same way, or really, frankly, however you want to. Some journal cards. Here are some big tags and some smaller little mushroom frames down here, and then some large tags here that you could either use as a tri-tag fold or cut them out and use them individually, or print it twice and do both, you know. Here are some more journal cards or pockets. This one, you know, some of them are big enough they can be pockets and tuck spots, and then some mini tags up here. And then here are some labels and 3 pockets. So that is the end of Woodland Tails. So there is that kit, and that is in my shop. And then here, for years, I have been getting a request for a sewing kit, and I have to feel inspired to do it. And I was looking through my graphics, kind of trying to decide what I wanted to start, and I just felt inspired. So here is Needle and Thread. That is the name of this kit. It is a full kit. You get 12 pages of book pages, and then you get 8 pages of ephemera. So these are just collaged, you know, thread and vintage embroidery patterns back here. There's page 1. Here's page 2. We've got some measuring tapes and like little vintage stuff, ephemera, pieces of button cards, and there's a layered up fabrics and such. Here's page 3. Here is page 4. It's kind of a collection of advertisements, vintage advertisements, and pattern papers. Here's pattern papers, some rickrack in the background, and a sewing machine. Here's the next page. I love these images of dress forms. I've always admired women that can pattern on a dress form. Man. Here's a little bobbin and a book called The Dress You Wear and How to Make It. I don't know why that tickles me. It just does. Again, just a smattering of stuff, some yarn. If you hold on a second, I'm going to sneeze in just a second here. I knew that was coming. My allergies. I finally got over, you know, the whole COVID and all the cough and sneezing and stuff. And now what happens? My allergies come back. Brilliant. I love this page too. I love the coloring of it. It's kind of this muted tones, but it's still colorful and bright and cheerful. And I love the Clark's advertisements of these little girls. They're just adorable. So here's kind of layered up some vintage advertisements and such. Love this page. This is a bunch of sewing pins and measuring tapes, all kind of just thrown in there together. And the background is some knit, a close-up of some knit material. I have no idea what page number we're on, but this is the next page. And again, there's a pin cushion and some, like there's a vintage snaps and some threads. And then this one you get some more meant for like writing pages as well. So they just have little elements in the top and bottom. This is a knit sweater in the background of this one. This is more like a canvas textured material in the background of this one, and it just has some like label spaces. So these are the kind of pages you could either back the other pages with, or you could, you know, double print front and back these kinds of pages as well and just put them in more often, and then they provide places to write. Oh yeah, and there's like little sewing lines on lots of the pages as well. So here's the last page of the kit. And then here's your page of fussy cut elements, some buttons, some pins, a sewing machine, dress form, that kind of stuff, right? And then we've got some journal cards, just some pieces of ephemera. There's the dress you wear and how to make it. A couple of large tags, and again, this is something you could use. You can cut it out and use it as a trifold and just use these little spaces between as the spines, or cut them out and use them as tags. Here are some collaged journal cards. Make sure I'm just getting one page. So there's 5 journal cards, some little bit bigger and a little bit smaller. Some more pages of ephemera, tuck spots, journal cards, what have you. Then you get this large envelope here, and some corner pockets, some circle, just kind of decorative items with fabric flowers and paper flowers and buttons layered up on them. I love this pocket, the rickrack on top. It's super cute. Then here is a selection of smaller tags that you could cut out and use as is, or there's definitely space on there for some collaging. I would think, since this is a sewing kit, definitely some sewing, or some, you know, throw some fabric chunks on there, scraps of fabric or lace or whatever, rickrack. So that is that full kit. So this one is called Needle and Thread, and this one is, whoops, in my shop currently as well. And so, because, oh, there goes my phone again. Because they are new to my shop, I have 2 new kits in my shop, and because today is Monday, October 11th, and tomorrow is the 12th, which is my birthday, I am going to put these on sale. So for the next, I think, well, for the rest of the week, today's Monday, I'll have the sale go through Friday, and I'm going to put everything in my shop 20% off. So, you guys can go pick up these kits at a discount this week, and I hope you do. Thank you for joining me for this quick flip through. I'm gonna shut off the camera, go set that sale up, make it active on my Etsy shop, which is linked below, guys, and then a craft with me video, because I haven't done that for ages and ages, and I am excited to do that. So I will see you guys very soon. Have a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening, or maybe it's the middle of the night, wherever you live on this wonderful planet of ours. It's mid-morning and it's gray and lovely, and I've got all my candles burning. So that's what I got for my birthday from Lizzie, my oldest, a whole bunch of candles. That child knows me too well. So until I see you guys next time, take care, stay safe, and God bless you. Bye-bye, guys.